Superior firefighters stop a fast-moving house fire before it spreads to neighboring homes. Arizona DPS intercepts more than 7 pounds of fentanyl during an Interstate 17 commercial vehicle inspection. Fire restrictions are lifted today across both the Tonto and Coconino National Forests. And yet another dramatic reminder of why floodwaters and roadways never mix. Good morning, Central Arizona. I'm Randy Roberson, and this is Tonto-TV, your Central Arizona news. Topping our news today, a rapid response by the Superior Fire Department prevented a late-night house fire from becoming an even larger disaster. Shortly after 9 o'clock Friday night, firefighters were dispatched to a structure fire on Terrace Avenue. As the station bay doors opened, crews could already see a heavy column of smoke and the orange glow of flames across town. Additional resources were requested immediately, while off-duty firefighters and the Queen Valley Fire Department responded to assist. The first fire engine arrived on scene just 3 minutes after dispatch and found the structure completely engulfed in flames, with homes threatened on both sides. Within 1 minute of arrival, firefighters put the truck's deck gun into operation, delivering large volumes of water onto the burning structure to stop the fire from spreading to neighboring homes, while crews worked to establish a continuous water supply. Firefighters, assisted by the Superior police officers, quickly connected multiple hydrant supply lines after realizing that one hydrant alone could not keep up with the enormous demand from the deck gun and multiple attack lines. Once it was confirmed that no occupants remained inside, crews continued a defensive attack from the perimeter, avoiding unnecessary risk. Because the home contained multiple levels, including a compromised basement and experienced roof collapse, firefighters wisely chose to battle the blaze from outside the structure. The fire was eventually contained, although the firefighters remained on fire watch overnight because pockets of fire continued smoldering beneath the collapsed debris. 4 Superior firefighters, 4 Queen Valley firefighters, and a Superior police officer worked together to save neighboring homes from what could have been a much larger tragedy. Superior Fire also thanked the community for giving emergency crews room to work while offering words of encouragement, water, and support throughout the incident. In other news, an Arizona Department of Public Safety K-9 district trooper is being credited with keeping a significant amount of deadly fentanyl off Arizona streets. During a commercial vehicle safety inspection on Interstate 17, the trooper noticed several indicators of possible criminal activity. A search of the truck's cab uncovered approximately 7.5 pounds of fentanyl powder, along with a 9mm handgun. The driver was arrested and booked into the Yavapai County Jail on multiple felony charges, including possession and transportation of narcotic drugs for sale and possession of a weapon during a drug offense. DPS says proactive enforcement by its K-9 district continues to play a major role in disrupting the flow of illegal narcotics into Arizona communities. Well, coming up next, campfires and recreational shooting are once again allowed as fire restrictions are lifted across the Tonto and Coconino National Forest. And dramatic weekend flooding serves as yet another reminder of why you should never attempt to drive across flooded roadways. These stories and much more coming up next.
I'm Garrett Goldman, and this year my wife and I decided to remodel our home. The home was built as a period-specific home modeled after an 1800s farmhouse and had single-pane windows which were very inefficient. When we started the planning process, we interviewed several window companies to retrofit the existing windows in our house, and we chose Lowry's Window and Door as our contractor. The reason we picked Lowry's is their customer service. The owner of the company, Bobby Lowry, came out to our house multiple times to identify a window that would fit within the existing windows, and then also a method that would allow us to keep all of the existing woodwork in the house and not have to redo any of it. Looking at all of the options for windows, we chose Pella double-pane windows for our house because of their look and also their ability to be retrofitted into the existing window frames. Since completion of the project, we absolutely love our new dual pane Pella windows. I would recommend Lowry's for anybody looking to retrofit your existing windows or a new build because of their experience, craftsmanship, and exceptional customer service.
Ponderosa Plumbing is Central Arizona's go-to plumbing team. For decades, homeowners, builders, and businesses have trusted Ponderosa Plumbing AZ for new construction, remodels, repairs, sewer and drain service, high-definition camera inspections, water heater installation, water treatment systems, and expert slab leak repair. When experience matters, when quality matters, when getting it done right the first time matters, Ponderosa Plumbing delivers. Locally owned, highly trusted, serving all of Central Arizona with honesty, craftsmanship, and unmatched know-how. Located at 107 West Wade Lane, Suite number 5 in Payson, call Ponderosa Plumbing AZ today at 928-476-4727. Ponderosa Plumbing AZ. Experience you can trust, quality you can count on. Well, welcome back. In other news, there is good news today for campers, hunters, and outdoor recreation enthusiasts. Thanks to widespread monsoon rainfall and dramatically improved fire conditions, fire restrictions have officially been lifted across the entire Tonto National Forest beginning this morning. The Coconino National Forest also lifted restrictions today following recent widespread precipitation across northern Arizona. Forest officials say the decision was made in coordination with federal, state, and local partners after increased monsoon moisture significantly reduced wildfire danger. Officials caution, however, that Arizona's wildfire season is far from over. Restrictions can be reinstated at any time should conditions become dry and dangerous once again. Visitors should also remember that several locations within the Coconino National Forest remain under permanent year-round fire restrictions regardless of seasonal conditions. Officials are asking everyone to continue practicing responsible campfire safety and remain vigilant while enjoying Arizona's public lands. And in other news, despite repeated warnings from emergency officials, another vehicle became stranded over the weekend after attempting to cross floodwaters on the San Carlos Apache Reservation. The incident occurred near Riverside while flash flood warnings remained in effect across that area. Fortunately, the driver escaped safely before conditions became life-threatening, although the vehicle was left trapped by rising water. Emergency officials say this incident serves as another reminder that floodwaters are almost always deeper and moving much faster than they appear. Just a foot of moving water can carry away many vehicles, while fast-moving water can also hide washed-out pavement, debris, sinkholes, and other hazards beneath the muddy surface. The message remains unchanged. Turn around, don't drown. Never drive around barricades, never attempt to cross flooded roadways, and if you encounter standing water, find another route. No destination is worth risking your life. Well, coming up after the break, another active monsoon day is ahead with widespread afternoon thunderstorms, locally heavy rainfall, and the possibility of some stronger storms producing hail across our region. Your complete Central Arizona forecast is coming up next. Leadership isn't about politics. It's about serving the community you call home.
I think if we can find common ground, we'll find common solutions and we'll put them into action.
I think one of the strongest characteristics I have is I'm a servant. If there's somebody who needs something done, I'm one of the first people to step up and help out.
We're just wanting to see Payson do better. We're wanting to see the people of Payson do better, and just trying to get the voices heard.
Bringing our community further together. So it was really a motivation of wanting to see people treat each other well.
Working together to build a stronger Payson. Paid for by the committee to elect Flaherty, McDowell, Lowry, and Berry. Legislative District 7 deserves a representative who understands rural Arizona. Barbie Engel has spent years listening to the people who call it home.
And I've been an advocate on the legislative level for the last 17 years, just as a volunteer civilian, unpaid, saw things that needed to get fixed for myself and for other patients, and I jumped in and figured out how to get that done.
Barbie Engel has worked with lawmakers, helped shape legislation, and believes government should be accountable to the people it serves.
I want to start from a zero line and really look at each of the items that we're putting into the budget and determine if it is appropriate, if it's fraud, waste, and abuse, what's going on, and actually look at every single portion of the budget.
And she's been traveling across all 4 counties of Legislative District 7, listening to the concerns of local residents.
I've been talking to boards of supervisors, town councils, city councils, law enforcement, school boards, and also the people, because I want to be the voice of the people. My things that I'm most excited to accomplish is being able to bring the people's voice forward.
Barbie Engel for Arizona House, Legislative District 7. Learn more at barbieengel.com. Paid for by Barbie Engel for Arizona. Taking a look now at central Arizona weather. Another active monsoon day is expected across central Arizona as deep tropical moisture remains firmly in place. Today's high temperatures will range from the lower 80s around Heber to the upper 90s down in Tonto Basin. Afternoon and evening thunderstorm chances range from about 40% in Globe and Prescott to as high as 70% up around Heber. Overnight temperatures will cool into the upper 50s and lower 60s across the higher elevations, while Globe and Tonto Basin remain comfortably in the 70s, with scattered showers and thunderstorms continuing through much of the night. Well, that active monsoon pattern continues through at least Wednesday. The National Weather Service says an upper-level disturbance moving into Arizona on Tuesday could increase both thunderstorm coverage and intensity. In addition to locally heavy rainfall and flash flooding, a few stronger storms could also produce wind gusts and hail approaching 1 inch in diameter. Rain chances gradually decrease later this week as high pressure begins strengthening over the southwest. That will allow temperatures to slowly climb back into the 90s across the higher terrain, while lower desert communities once again push above the century mark by the weekend. If you're spending time outdoors this week, remember storms can develop quickly. Avoid washes, never camp in low-lying areas, and move to higher ground immediately if heavy rain develops nearby.
Working hard under Arizona skies, small town roots and family pride. Fix the roads and keep taxes light, bring new business back to life. If you want growth done right, I'm your guy. Honest working, hometown pride, I'm your guy. For the people every time, Bobby Lowry on your side. Bobby Lowry for town council, strong leadership, real results. The people's patience starts now.
And finally, sometimes the most meaningful calls firefighters respond to never make the headlines. The Flagstaff Fire Department recently answered what initially appeared to be a routine lift assist after an elderly resident had fallen inside her home. After helping her safely back on her feet and confirming she wasn't injured, firefighters learned she normally relies on caregivers to help put on her leg braces. Because it was the weekend, no one was expected to be available until the following day. Well, instead of simply leaving, the crew took a few extra minutes while the resident patiently explained the process. Together, they helped fit her braces so she could once again move around comfortably and safely. The department says moments like these perfectly illustrate what the fire service is truly all about. Sometimes it's battling a major structure fire. Sometimes it's providing life-saving emergency medical care. And sometimes it's simply taking a few extra minutes to make someone's day a little easier. The department also noted that one of the firefighters helping the resident had only recently graduated from the academy, a wonderful reminder that compassion, professionalism, and service are every bit as important as the skills learned on the fire ground. And that's your Tonto-TV Central Arizona News for this Monday, July 20th. For breaking news, weather updates, and exclusive local coverage throughout the day, visit Tonto-TV.com and KRIMFM.com. For Tonto-TV and KRIM, I'm Randy Roberson. Make it a great day.